Good morning, everybody. Welcome to the November 16th, 2023 meeting of the Prescott Board of Adjustments. I would appreciate it. Tony, would you lead us in the pledge?
Sure. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Sorry to interrupt, but I'm having some technical difficulties here with the slideshow, so I'm going to check in with IT really quick.
Okay, so now that we've got the meeting called to order, I'm going to go ahead and take roll call. I'm here. I'm Jim Lamerson. I'm the chair. Tony Teeters, vice chair.
Got the first slide.
Here.
Thomas Davis.
Here.
Mary Fredrickson.
Here.
Miriam Hubrick.
Here.
Mark Hoeknes.
Here.
James Myers.
Here.
Great. Really looks like we have a full house of commissioners today, and there's 7 members present, and it will require 4 votes for a majority. Members of the public are required to state their name for the record so that we may know who you are or who's speaking, and are able to contact them at a later date if necessary. Please put your electronic devices on mute. And thank you very much. And I'm going to turn this over to Kaylee Nunez to lead us into what we're doing.
Okay, forgive me, did we do roll call? Yes. Okay, and did we do approval of the October 19th minutes?
Okay, so you'd like to do that first? Okay.
Yes.
What we'll do is we'll approve the minutes from the last meeting, and I'm open for a motion to approve the minutes.
Mr. Chairman, Tom Davis, I'm going to abstain from the minutes since I wasn't here.
Thank you. That'll be duly noted. Do I have a motion to accept the minutes?
Mr. Chair,
Yes, sir.
Mark Hoeknes here. I move that the minutes be accepted as is.
Thank you. Do I have a second? I'll second the motion. We have a motion and a second. All those in favor of accepting the minutes as presented, signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Aye. Any opposed? It passes. I don't know whether or not, because we've got
6, yes.
I guess 6 to with an abstention.
So with one abstention?
Yeah. So anyway, so now, Kaylee.
All right, thank you. Good morning, board members. My name is Kaylee Nunez, community planner. So today we just have one variance request on the agenda. It is on South of Larkin Street. There's no address point assigned yet, as it is a vacant parcel. But what we have is a front setback reduction request. So here is the full explanation of the request. So this is in multifamily medium zoning. They are requesting to reduce the front setback by 10 feet. So the required is 20 usually in the zoning district. They would like to reduce it by 10 feet to allow for a 10-foot front setback for a new single-family residence. Here's an aerial map. It's just south of the Aubrey and Alarcon intersection. So we did mail notices to all addresses within a 300-foot radius 15 days prior to this meeting. And this is a zoning map, so you can see there's like a little island of multifamily medium. It's bordered by multifamily high density to the north and west, and single family 9 to the east and south. So a residential area through and through. I felt it was important to show this map. This is a topography map. So each line represents a 2-foot elevation change. So if you could see there kind of in the front, the top right corner of the parcel, you see them clustered together closely. That means, a pretty steep drop. And that is pertinent to this request. So this is, well, the arrow moved. When I did the PowerPoint, the arrow was down between the property line and the front of the home. but this is a site plan provided by the applicant. It kind of shows they're going to try to place the home in the northeast corner of the parcel because there's a steep drop off thereafter and also a large mature juniper tree they're trying to preserve. There's also a significant drainage culvert through the property that they would like to avoid. So this is the first photo on the left is standing at the front of the property facing west. And you can't see, but I wish I had a laser pointer. So where that ponderosa is, there's like a ridge right behind it where it drops off. And then on the right is the large juniper tree they would like to preserve. And you can see, I think that's the owner standing next to it just for scale. It's quite large. Oops. And so then this is a photo, again, facing west, more southwest. And I tried to illustrate there is a slope downwards to where the drainage culvert is, and then again, the tree. So we have 6 review criteria per the Land Development Code that we review variance requests against. They are special privileges, utilization, self-induced hardship, substantial detriment, conformance with the general plan, and extraordinary conditions. And so in the staff report, I laid those out more in detail, did an analysis of how this project stacked up against those criteria, and it met all of them. So the analysis is due to the slope of the property, the drainage culvert, and the tree, the applicant is unable to meet the full front yard setback. So again, I reviewed it against the consistency with our city general plan, as well as the variance requirements of LDC section 9.13.4. Additionally, there are several other properties in the area that appear to have front setbacks less than what is currently required. Some of it may be due to similar topographical challenges. Also, a lot of them are older, so they were built prior to, the current zoning code when there really were no setback requirements. So it's not out of character with the neighborhood. So neighborhood comments. We got 3 inquiries on this. One did not call back. We had one neighbor in support. He actually submitted a letter, but it was like at 5 yesterday, so I didn't quite get it in here. And then there was one email opposed. The email just expressed concern about a negative precedent for the neighborhood. Again, there are already several homes that appear to be within the current front setback requirements. So staff recommendation. Staff recommends approval of the variance, and then there is a recommended action laid out for you. And I am, open for any questions.
Thank you. Very, very good job. I would be remiss if I didn't welcome Councilwoman Contalmi. Thank you for being here. Appreciate it.
Yes.
Board members, any comments?
And sorry to interrupt, we do have the applicant, the property owner, Gerald Lee, present, if you have any questions for him.
I have one comment. Thanks for trying to save the tree. It's kind of important that we keep a lot of Prescott and chopping down a tree for a few feet.
That's what drew us to that lot. There were so many trees still there. It's almost like a.
You could, come up to the podium, please, just so we can record.
That's what kind of drew us to that lot. It's almost like a little piece of the forest got lost in downtown Prescott. But yeah, there's quite a few trees there. It's a nice parcel.
Anyway, thank you for making that effort. Any comments from the board?
Mr. Chairman, I want to echo the chairman's thoughts on preserving the natural landscape. Thank you. I think one of the things that should be noted to all of us is, if you can go back to the aerial picture. if you can see, it's kind of difficult to see the lines, but this street, particularly, even like north side, is extra wide. The right-of-way is extraordinarily wide, and you can see that it's better probably on your papered staff report that was attached.
Yes.
But the point is I'm trying to make is that you can see a lot of the homes are up very close to the existing right-of-way. The setbacks are encroached by the other neighbors, and because of the extra wide right-of-way, and the street is a dead-end street that probably will never be widened in any way, with maybe the exception of a sidewalk. It makes it, if you drive down the street like I did yesterday, it shows you that these homes are really, in effect, already set back.
Yeah.
And there's parking that occurs in that right of way and so forth. So that particular aspect of things certainly bolsters your case, as an applicant. So I'm totally in support of your application. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you for your comments. Any other comments from the board?
Yes, Mr. Chairman. The culvert that's noted there, does it go all the way through the property?
I believe so. Could you
The
confirm?
culvert actually, it drops down at an angle. It starts just off, it's on the city right away, just off past our property line, but by the time it goes about 15, 20 feet down, and by the time it comes out, it's on our property. And then there's a drainage. We'll have to maintain the drainage all the way throughout the property.
So the drainage is open then after the short culvert?
Yeah, it's just a short culvert, then it just drops out there. Yeah.
Thank you for your question. Any more comments from the board or questions? Thank you. Not hearing any. I'll entertain a motion either to approve or deny variance V23-007.
Frederickson here. I'll move to approve the variance V23-007.
Thank you. I have a motion on the floor. Do I have a second?
Second.
Jamie Myers.
I have a motion in multiple seconds. All indicate whether you support this variance or oppose this variance by saying aye.
Aye.
For support, thank you. Aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Not hearing any. It passes unanimously. Congratulations. You got your variance.
Thank you.
And there are no staff updates at this time, so we can move to close.
No staff updates.
December meeting, not aware of an item yet, but we will definitely be in touch as usual, more than a week out, so we'll let you know.
Thank you. So
Councilwoman can tell me?
I just wanted to thank you all for this. We talk a lot about attracting infill. I happen to live very close to this area, and thank you for doing this. We are encouraging infill rather than urban sprawl. The neighborhood is in heavy regentrification or revitalization, and I'm happy to see this, and I'm happy you all voted yes, because I think we need more of this downtown. There are a lot of properties that could use this, and it's every time a new property is developed or remodeled, it tends to spur on more on the streets, as we've seen down there over the years. So thanks for voting yes on that. It was a great move. Thanks.
thank you, Councilwoman. Any more
So
comments?
I do have an announcement. Chelsea Walton was recently appointed our community development director. She has been interim for over a year now, and she's done a fabulous job. So we're happy to welcome Chelsea on as our permanent community development director.
Well, thank you for apprising us of the change in staff.
Yes.
So with having gone through the motions of the whole meeting and everything, I'm going to adjourn it because there's no other things to discuss.